Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Cooking with Afia. Today we are making bulk spring rolls completely from scratch. About 250 to 300 pieces. Perfect for parties or business. From the dough to the wraps to the crispy golden frying, and also I'm going to show you every step and all my best tips for the perfect crunch. You will love this one. So wear your apron and let's get started. Alright, so to my big mixing bowl, I'm going to add in my soft flour. Yes, because we're making a large quantity today, I'll be using a lot of flour, and I'll be listing everything I use on the screen or in the description box for you to check it out. So the first thing I added is a little bit of corn flour. Yes, corn flour. Now let me explain why. The corn flour helps create a tiny air packets in the dough. So when we fry the spring rolls later, those air packets expand slightly, giving us a very lighter, crispier texture instead of a hard or a chewy wrap. So especially when you are making it in bulk, you want that consistent crunch in every single bite. So if you are not making it in bulk, you can omit the corn flour totally. And also I added in a little bit of salt to taste, even though this is just the wrap and also it needs flavor. A well-seasoned wrapper makes a big difference, so you don't need to omit it as well. Now go in with cold water. Yes, the water should be cold and not warm. So that is my secret for a better crunch texture. You don't need to use room temperature water. Make sure to use a very chilled water to mix your spring roll wraps. It gives the wraps that stretchy texture you are seeing on your screens right now. Cold water helps control gluten development, and also it helps the dough stretchy but not overly tight. The stretchy is what allows us to spread it thinly without tearing. So when we start to make our wraps, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Now look at how stretchy it has become. It's smooth and it's elastic and it still feels cold, and that's very important. Now we're going to set it aside and let it rest for 30 minutes. Resting relaxes the gluten, making it easier to spread on the pan without shrinking or tearing. So it's very important to allow the dough to rest. Now let's move to our filling. I already have my pan on fire and it's on medium heat. I've also added in a little oil, and also I just went straight to add in some fresh ginger and garlic. Immediately you will smell that beautiful aroma. Ginger gives that warmth and slight spice, and also the garlic is going to give us a very depth and richness. Stir quickly so it doesn't burn. Now I'm adding my onions. Stir very well and allow it to do its own thing. Next, I'm adding my carrot and green pepper, and I'm going to stir everything together very nicely. And once done, I'm also going to go in with my corned beef. Feel free to use any protein of your choice. You can use your fish, chicken, and any other meat, and you are good to go. Now I'm going to use the spatula to break it apart gently so it mixes properly with the vegetables. Corned beef is going to give us that flavor, protein, and richness. Now after adding in the corned beef, I'll go ahead and season my filling with some aromat shrimp seasoning. You can also use the aromat bouillon tablet and you are good to go. This seasoning has that deep savory flavor with a slight seafood undertone that makes the filling taste special. Mix everything very well so the seasoning spreads evenly. Lastly, I'm adding my cabbage. Stir everything together and cook for just few minutes. So we don't want a soggy vegetables. We want slight crunchy. That's how I like my vegetables. Now this is okay for me, so I'm going to turn off the heat and allow the filling to cool completely. Hot filling will tear your wraps, so patience is key. Our dough has rested nicely. Now I'm using my spring roll pan. So I'll just scoop a small amount of the dough and place it at the center of the hot pan. Make sure the pan is not too hot so you don't burn your hand. Alright, so using a circular motion, I'm going to spread it evenly across the surface just the way you see it on your screens right now. Move your hands smoothly in a round motion, not too thick and not too thin as well. Once it sets slightly and dries, gently peel it off, and that's your first wrap. And as you can see, it turned out pretty good, and trust me, I think we're going to have the best wraps today. So the pan I'm using is non-stick, so you don't need to brush the pan with oil before you start with your wraps. So it's very easy to work with, right? Now again, we're going to scoop and place it at the center just as we did with the first one, and we're going to spread it in a circular motion confidently. Because the dough is rested well, it spreads smoothly without tearing. Now we're going to lift it gently once dry and stack neatly, and also we're going to repeat the same process again, and this time around we're going to watch the thickness. Consistency is important. All wraps should be similar in size and thickness so they fry evenly. The pan is big, so if you're looking for a bigger wraps, you can spread your dough all over the pan to get that big size of wraps you are looking for. It doesn't necessarily means you have to just focus on the center. Trust me, you can spread it all over the pan and you have that big wraps you're looking for. Now look at these wraps. They are looking very soft, flexible, and very smooth. These are even perfect for samosa. They bend easily without cracking. Just look at that, very perfect. Now our filling is completely cold. I also have my sealing mixture. So basically it's flour mixed with a little water to form paste. Alright, so take one wrap and place it on your working surface. Add your filling near the bottom corner, just the way you see it on your screens right now. Do not overfill. Apply sealing paste slightly around the edges as well, and also fold the bottom corner over the filling and tuck tightly. Just fold the left side inward, fold the right side inward, and also now roll upwards gently but firmly. Seal the final edge properly and press lightly to secure, and trust me, as you can see, it's looking good already. So let's do it again. Wrap flat, add filling, brush sealing paste, then fold bottom full size, roll upwards and seal firmly, and just like that you have your best and perfect wrap spring rolls. Repeat the same process until everything is nice and ready. So I was running out of time, but yes, still I wanted to show you this recipe because it's very important for business and also for people who want to make their own birthday party spring rolls, and trust me, it's very important. Okay, so we're going to heat up our oil. Once the oil is hot, we're going to carefully place the spring rolls inside. Do not overcrowd. Allow them to fry gently. Turn occasionally for even browning. Medium heat secures inside. Heat properly without burning outside. After about 4 to 5 minutes, they turn golden brown. Remove and drain on paper towel. It's very important. Whilst that is going on, I know you are enjoying the video, so if you haven't still given this video a thumbs up yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Can you give this video a thumbs up, and also do share this video to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so our spring rolls are coming together very nicely, and that's what we are looking for. After frying the spring rolls for about 5 to 6 minutes, this is how it looks like. It looks very golden and also very beautiful as well. Just look at this. This is all we are looking for. Sometimes when you do something and you get the perfect result, you just get so excited, because I was making this for somebody and I was expecting it to be very perfect, just like this. So all you have to do is to trust the process and you are good to go. Now we're going to fry a second batch as well. Allow the oil to return to proper temperature, which is very important. And we're going to place the second batch gently. Again, do not overcrowd. Just turn them slowly and allow it to fry. Watch the color change gradually to golden brown, and when you get the perfect color you are looking for, just turn off the heat, remove and drain properly on paper towels, and once done, we are going to enjoy our spring rolls peacefully. Once again, these spring rolls turn out so golden, so beautiful, and looking absolutely crunchy. This wrapper is thin and crispy. The inside looks absolutely good and very seasoned as well. So let's open one and see how the inside looks like. You will love it. Do trust the process and you're going to love every bit of it. Wow, can you hear that crunch? Trust me, the wrapper is thin and crispy. Inside is flavorful, juicy, well seasoned. The corn flour and cold water gave us that light, crispy texture. So in Ghana, this is mostly served with shito, and it tastes amazing. That spicy, smoky shito with a crispy spring roll. Trust me, perfect combination. And that is how you make box spring rolls completely from scratch. About 250 to 300 pieces, perfect for parties, event or business. I will leave the full recipe and ingredients in the description box for you to check it out, and also share this with someone planning an event. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join this beautiful family. Thank you so much for always supporting Cooking with Efia. Until next time, stay blessed, keep cooking with love, and I'll see you in my next delicious recipe. Bye.